Page 7, Refuge and Bodhicitta. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest. To it all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest. To it all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest. To it all may I become Buddha. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from bias, attachment, and hatred. To the founder, the eternal, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and good contact to God and know the world, supreme guide of human beings to tame, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the intelligent, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the Tao, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and good contact, so God to know the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, completely and fully awakened one, the Tao, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the steward of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the Tao, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and good conduct, to God to know the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the Tao, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clans, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. When, O Supreme among humans, you were born on this earth, you paced out 7 strides and said, I am supreme in this world. To you who is wise then, I prostrate. With pure bodies, forms purely pure. Wisdom motion like a golden mountain, fame that places in 3 worlds. Winner of the best, Lord, to you I prostrate. With the supreme signs, face like spotless moon, color like gold, to you I prostrate. Dust free like you, the 3 worlds are not. Incomparably wise one, to you I prostrate. The Savior having great compassion, the founding having all understanding, the field and mirror with qualities like a vast ocean, to you the one gone to thusness I prostrate. The purity that frees one from attachment, the virtue that frees one from the lower realms, the one path to sublime pure reality, the Dharma that pacifies I prostrate. Those who liberate also show the path of liberation, the holy field qualified for realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts, to you the sublime community intending virtue I prostrate. Homage to the Supreme Buddha, homage to the Dharma refuge, homage to the great Sangha, to all 3 ever devout homage. To all worthy of respect, bound with bodies as many as all realms, atoms, in all aspects, with supreme faith I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions, perform only virtuous actions, subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a mirage, the flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, flash of lightning, a cloud, see conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all seeing, subdue the foe of faults, and be delivered from samsara's oceans, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. From Tushita's hundreds of God's protector's heart, to tip of this fresh, pure, white heap, curd-like cloud, O Loksam Drakpa, Dharma's omniscient king, pray come to this place with your disciples. In space ahead on lion throw, lotus and moon, venerable Guru, smile brightly with delight. Pray stay hundreds of eons to spread doctrine as supreme merit field for my mind of faith. Your wisdom mind sees full range range of Noah both. Your eloquent speech adorns fortunate ears. Your beauteous body, famed glory outstanding. Homage to you, worthwhile to think of, hear and see. Pleasant offerings of water, various flowers, fragrant incense, light perfume, and so on. Oceans of offerings set out and envisioned, offered up to you, supreme field of merit, non-virtue committed with body, speech, and mind, which I have heaped up since beginningless time, especially what has contradicted 3 vows. Each I confess with my heart with strong regret. In time of strife you strove to learn and practice, shunned 8 mundane concerns, made life essential. O protector from depths of our hearts, we rejoice in your powerful great deeds. Venerable gurus from love and wisdom, clouds densely massed in your Dharmakaya sky, pray loose a rain of vast profound Dharma on fields of disciples just as needed. May whatever virtue that I've here gathered bring benefit to all beings and doctrine, and may it make venerable lobsam drakpas essential teachings specially shine forever. Mig me say wei tir chen chen raising, tree me qian pei wang po sham pao yang, tu pong ma lu zhong zhe sang wei dag, Lang chen ke pei sung qian sung ka pa, lo sam chak pei sa la so wa dem. O glorious and precious Guru, pray take seat of lotus on my crown, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments of body, speech, and mind. O glorious and precious Guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments common and supreme. O glorious and precious Guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness, until supreme awakening remain steadfast. Homage to the exalted 3 jewels. Thus I've heard at one time the Blessed One was dwelling on Rajagriha on Vulture Mountain together with a great assembly of monks and a great assembly of bodhisattvas. At that time the Blessed One was absorbed in the concentration of the countless aspects of phenomenon called profound illumination. At that very time the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, was looking perfectly at the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom, perfectly looking at the emptiness of the inherent existence of the 5 aggregates also. Then, through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, how should a child of lineage train who wishes to engage in the practice of profound perfection of wisdom? Thus he spoke, and the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, replied to the Venerable Shariputra as follows: Shariputra, whichever son or daughter of lineage wishes to engage in the practice of profound perfection of wisdom should look perfectly like this. Subsequently, look perfectly and correctly on the emptiness of the inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Form is empty, emptiness is form. Emptiness is not other than form, form is not other than emptiness. In the same way, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, like this, all phenomena are empty without characteristics. That is, they are not produced and do not cease. They have no defilement and no separation from defilement. They have no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness. There is no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind. No visible form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object of touch, no mental phenomenon. There is no element and so forth up to no mind, up to no element of mental consciousness. There is no ignorance and no cessation of ignorance and so forth up to no aging and death and no cessation of aging and death. Likewise, there is no suffering, no origin, no cessation, and no path, no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and abide in the perfection of wisdom, and because their minds have no obstructions, they have no fear. Passing utterly beyond error, they attain the final state beyond sorrow. All the Buddhas who reside in the three times, relying upon the perfection of wisdom, become manifest and complete Buddhas in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, and complete enlightenment. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the equal to the unequal mantra, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, since it's not false, should be known as the truth. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is Tayata, Gate, Gate, Paragate, Parasamgate, Bodhisoha. Shariputra, this is how a bodhisattva or great being should train the profound perfection of wisdom. Then the Blessed One arose from that concentration and said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, well said, O child of lineage, so it is. The profound perfection of wisdom should be practiced exactly as you have taught, and the Tathagatas will rejoice. When the Blessed One had said this, Venerable Shariputra, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, the entire assembly, as well as worldly beings, gods, humans, demigods, Gandharvas, and others, were filled with admiration and highly praised what had been spoken by the Blessed One. In the holy supreme abode of the Dakinis, possessed of clairvoyance and spiritual powers, unwaveringly caring for protectioners as your children, homage to the host of the three places, Dakinis. Akasamara Chashachara Samaya Fe, Akasamara Chashachara Fe, Akasamara Chashachara Fe, Akasamara Chashachara Fe. Tayata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhisoha. Through the power of truth of free exalted true old speech, may all inside negativities such as the four Amaras be stopped, may they become non-existent, may they be pacified. All enemy obstructors and hindrances, Shanti, Korye, So, Ha Ha. The 80,000 types of obstructors pacified, freed from adverse harmful conditions, may be conducive and perfect auspiciousness, bring happiness and well-being here right now. Ground perfume, anointed flowers, strewn Meru forelands, sun and moon adorned, seen as Buddha, field and offered. Thus may all sentient beings enjoy pure lands. Jesun Lama Dampa Kyenam Ki Choku Kala Kien Se Drin Tar Shampe Duje Zima Lazab Yesho Ki Charpawadu So Idam Gunu Ratnamantalakam Niryatayami Zhou Shang Xiang Xi Zhang Xin La Zhang Shu Bar Du Dog Ni Kop Su Chi Da Ki Chou Nian Ki Pei So Nyam Ki Chou La Fen Chir San Ke Dro Par Shou Zhou Tang Shou Ki Zhang Shu Na Zhang Shu Bar Du Dog Ni Kop Su Chi Da Ki Chou Nian Ki Pei So Nyam Ki Chou La Fen Chir San Ke Dro Par Shou Dong Shoki Kapsu La Zhang Shu Bar Tu Dog Ni Kapsu Chi Da Ki Cho Jiang Ken Pei So Yam Ki Cho La Fen Jir Zhang Pei Koru Par Shou
Good evening, my dear one. How are you today? Good. It's cold. It's summer finished. Not degenerate time, not time become change very easily. You know, the first we say, Buddhism we say, the people stay. lokadero. Se tamut lokadero. Se pame. Infinite lives people. Then come down. Then the oldest people, they live 10 years. They say very old, 100 years like. Right now we say 100 years we say very old? Yes. Do we say? Yes. Right. Therefore that 10 years they say very, very old. Even the people very small. You know the beans, tremor. Beans. People can sit on the beans. On the chair. Then the Buddha's teaching also complete, finish. Like that, now they will come down. Then time will change very easily. Maybe summer, just a couple of weeks. Now stop fall. Anyway, they show us to impermanent, not stable, everything. In Buddhism says, when you wake up the morning, you think, I'm a very fortunate person. I'm available. I'm get up today. Sometimes people sleep. The morning they die, right? It's happened here. One time in India, I was, my monastery, the discipliner. He was not sick. The evening, 10 o'clock. We have debate yard. 10 o'clock, he's just walking with us. Morning 5:30, we have puja. He's not coming. He's died. Like that, that's very sudden. Not accident, Like that, they say everything is impermanent. Outside things impermanent, then of course for our life also impermanent. Therefore, every morning when you wake up, you say, I am very fortunate today. I today I am going to meaningful life, meaningful day, right? Not thinking, oh, I have to go walk too much, or I have to do many things to yesterday things I have to do today. Not, of course, do that. Not think about that. If you think about more like that, you're more tired. If you think or not, you have to do, right? Therefore, just a moment, wake up. I'm a very fortunate person to wake up today. Today, I'm going to meaningful day, meaningful life. Try to best my, to not follow my angry mind. Right? We always follow our angry, dear brother mind. Therefore, it's very challenge our motivation. Whenever you do something that you say, oh, this is too much, you get very easy tired. You say, it's nothing, just, then you're not tired because your motivation. Our motivation is very strong power. Therefore, then evening also, when you come back home, things are all done, a little quiet, then you think, what I done today? Did I create a lot of negative karma, or I did for positive way, to meaningful way? If you do meaningful, positive way, enjoy. Then you do next day, the next day, every month. Then one day you become enlightenment, Buddha, happy all the time. Then all the beings be prostration for you. They always praise for you, right? Do we like people praise us? Really, always people say, I don't want to praise, but just the mind inside, they like everyone, right? Then people always wish to praise others, then others maybe forgot or something, they doesn't do praise, then you get very upset. Oh, I did, they're supposed, or they have to do that, they didn't do. They don't know what I'm doing. Someone say, oh, do you want to people say, oh, no, I don't care. But we always care, right? Therefore, we are Lulas. We think we are grow enough people. Is correct? Growth people? Grown up people. But our mind is very small. Very easy, up, down, right? Therefore, what I have to say this?
Appreciate every day when you wake up.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's good, thank you. Yeah. When you see people, show the smile face, they will be happy. Sometimes people walk, if you try to smile, still they look like annoying. But you do 1, 2, 3, then they will do back. Right? First, usually, special, this country people go the streets, they're very serious,
Yes.
Right now, also people put the they don't see anything, go to on the train, they're always looking at them. Right? Now that takes for people's life, joy in life, Before, I think here also, we have not very much, technologies.
Yeah.
Family has a nice time. They all come together, talk, do something, no? Everybody got their own room, they do. Kids go to kids' place, parents go to, they take for our, joy life, right? Anyway, we develop or do peace or do happy. It's not come one day. If you do one day, it's not stable. There's some tomorrow you have go down. Slowly, step by step, step by step. Same as our grow up, right? We not grow up one day. 1 year, just day by day, hour by hour, slowly like that. You can do, every day you step the motivation, try to be nice. If someone says something, you heard something, talk about you, not just immediately jump to that. Just check if true or not. Sometimes people are gossip, right?
Yes.
It's a lot of gossip. Then we don't check. We say something. Then big mistakes. Therefore, then Kadamba Master said, whatever you do, first you have to check. It's very important. If you do start to job or start to something, first start to checking, then you do. That's very smart person. Therefore, we heard something, say something, like then we just doesn't check, we just jump there. Then a lot of mistakes. Just check it's true or not. If not, answer immediately. Maybe a couple of days later. Maybe everyone's come to more calm down. Then just, mix with joke. You can tell. Then other people can understand. Sometimes people mistake that. They don't know mistake. They're doing to mistake. Right? If people do wrong way, they don't understand. They don't know. They don't recognize. They're doing wrong way. Sometimes we have to also fix. Otherwise, do one time, second time, third time, fourth time. Then like habit. Then we don't want to do that, right? We have to more stable person, more honest person. Usually honesty is correct? Honesty is very important. If you honest, then all the people can to trust us. And everyone trust each other, then we have not problems. If we have a lot of problems, we don't trust each other, right? People not trust each other. Therefore, we have a lot of problems to start. Then, anyway, the purpose of study Dharma is how to cultivate positive actions, positive mind, right? The purpose of study Dharma is how you subdue our negative minds, negative actions. Then we have non-negative actions, then we are complete killing. Then we are cheap enlightenment. Cheap enlightenment means you don't need to go very far away. When you suffer your mind. Yeah, my tongue is very bad. Maybe I want to go to some new tongue. It's possible someone can give me the English tongue, more flexible. But my tongue is very flexible Tibetan, but you guys tongue not flexible, right? The English also their own flexible tongue. Anyway, therefore, how can we, abandon negative minds, negative thoughts? What kind of mind is negative mind? As many people have also not idea which one's negative mind and which one's positive mind, right? The wrong view. Also, our mind is not nature of negative mind. Is correct?
The nature of the mind is not negative mind.
Okay.
Yes.
Nature of the mind is not negative mind. Right? Same original mind, right? The nature of the cloth, no, this is we can do every time to laundry otherwise. When I was Tibetan, you guys know. when we have the maybe white shirt, white shirt. First white, right? Completely white. Then we never wash, never ever, just complete. How you call it?
Dirty.
They are dirty. Anyway, one time we don't see any white things, complete cover the dirt. Therefore, the nature of the white shirt is not, how you say?
It's not stained.
No stint or no dirt. No dirt. We can wash, right?
Yes.
If you don't have the dishwasher, just you can wash hand. It will go away. The dishwasher is good, right? It will come back. Same is exactly our mind. Our mind is complete, clear, but the negative mind has more power than all cover. They become always negatives. Even sometimes we have the positive mind, a little bit, but sometimes mixed judgment. Most we have most mixed judgment, but that's not very stable. It's very easy to go away. Okay, then anyway, the purpose of study is to peaceful life. If we don't think just past level of future, just this life, peaceful life, not always stressed, more relaxed life. If we really do study Dharma and do the, how can you fix our mind? Do it is 100% fixed, but we very very use or very strong connection with our negative minds. And we are very hard to practice or put together, right?
It took a long time to get there.
What do you say?
When the negative mind that I have today, it took, I want to keep it because it took me a long time to get it. So I'm going to fight to keep it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like,
yeah. Good. Therefore, who doesn't have any? This person is the Pawas Nagaru hero. Okay. Who has not enemy means who has not person to angry. Is correct? Maybe that's not correct.
Person who no one's angry at?
Yeah, person who is not angry, that person is hero. Because that person is not enemy. Is correct?
No, it's okay.
It's not correct?
No,
No correct.
I understand.
Good, thank you guys. Guess.
We know what you mean.
When Anishi we talk,
Yeah.
sometimes I was talk my broken English. Sometimes she also, her English also broken because more used to. Now you guys listen to me, then you will talk tomorrow maybe broken English with your co-workers. Anyway, how you say? How you fix this? The person has, we say, Tibetan say, the person has who has not enemy, that person is a hero.
Okay.
Without an enemy.
Without enemy,
Yeah,
Without an enemy.
okay?
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
Same thing? Oh, good. Past, future, present, that makes kill me. Yeah, right? The Tibetan English dictionary is too complicated. That means person, enemy. For us we have sometimes angry, always angry, right? Means not enemy, means not someone come to going to knife to kill you, bring the gun, not like that. The person have, I don't know how to say, Karu. Control sagosa mepig miti me powersana. Control sagosa mepig miti. Ro. Tanganzora control sagosa yerwa mombochi. The control sagosa mepig miti powersana.
A person who doesn't have to get angry is a hero.
That's correct. Do you guys have angry people? Do you guys have to angry someone? right? Oh, I thought you guys hero, not hero. Oh, okay. But this is not. We don't need to just Buddha say accept it's true or not. Okay. The person who has not angry is peaceful, happiest person.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Is correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, we have to check. Maybe go to Google check. Okay. Then, person who has a contentment is richest person.
Yes.
You're the billionaire people.
Yes.
If you have not contentment, even you sleep, you can wear the money, sleep the blanket, make the blanket money, you sleep, you're not enough.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Therefore, that kind of things we have to think about. It's true or not? I think we are rich. You guys think you are rich? No, right? I'm not enough. I have to pay all the bills. Oh, the too much things like that. If we think we are rich, we have enough. We have not much things there, but we have enough. If we really think we are rich, but for our manners, we need always more.
Craving.
10 non-virtues.
Yes.
What they call?
Craving.
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 Nothing.
Wanting. Desiring.
Desire. Need more. So now, more technology coming, we need more. Go to Google, we need more. Go to shopping mall, we need more. Then, you go to shopping, buy one cloth, wear one day, put the closet, the closet become full. Then we die. The people have also too much work. I don't know, this country and the people die, what they do with their clothes?
Give them away.
Give away?
Like Goodwill. Goodwill, Salvation Army.
Yeah. Like that, we keep again, keep. I'm not talking just you guys. I have also a lot of clothes. I've taught to not much that, but one person bring something, then put there, one person something, then put there. A lot more, usually we don't need, I think 10 sets enough. We can wear whole life. But you guys need to every week change, right? Different color. But I don't see much. You guys maybe same, most same. Maybe you watch it, maybe same. I don't know, maybe you guys buy same material and same color.
We wear different clothes at work. That's true. We wear different clothes at work.
Or different clothes?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. We have a lot of things, right? But they shows, for us, not enough to contentment. Then try to a little bit contentment. Of course, we need to enough. Eat, clothe, everything enough, but not always. Then here, this book says, I, always me, I is the biggest enemy, biggest thief. Right?
Yes.
Biggest enemy, he makes you always problems. Inner enemy?
Enemy. Correct.
Inner enemy.
Yes.
An enemy. Enemy, okay. Enemy. Therefore, enemy means what? Who harms us?
Yes.
We call this enemy, right?
Yes.
Now we say always I, me. That command we call enemy. Because we always think about me, someone harm me, you get angry. I need more, you have to do many things. Or someone say something about me, you get angry. Right? Then someone prays for you, someone say me very nice, then I'm a special person, then you get more, how you call? Elegant? Flattered? Proud, yeah. Proud. Then you don't see that the small person's there. You're the big person because someone praised us. Because we say I. They I makes us not comfortable. Therefore, this text say, this is a thief. This is the enemy. Now I catch. Then now I'm going to kill him. Yeah. You say, I use the compassion, bodhicitta, loving kindness. I'm not using the weapon. I use the compassion, bodhicitta, loving kindness. I use that. I kill them. Right? Like that. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Okay. Anyway, then usually we study this very good. Buddhism is the main first what do you call introduction. Buddhism is the first we need to understand Four Noble Truths. This is the basic of the Buddhism. What you call the wheels. Wheel. They're holding all the wheel. How you call this? Spokes. The spokes is the main hub.
And then the
Hub.
spokes come out.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hub or hub.
HUB.
Okay. Yeah, HUB is the main person. It's correct? This is the main part of the whole, right?
Yeah.
Will. Yeah, Buddhism is the main whole, hub is the, hub. Main hub is the Four Noble Truths. Therefore, Buddha first, he give teaching, he give Four Noble Truths. Therefore, it's very important. Everybody have to understanding. Therefore, everybody knows Four Noble Truths? Yes. Oh, good. Everybody say yes. Okay, what are they?
Sentient beings who have happiness.
Suffering causes suffering, cessation.
Truth is suffering.
Suffering.
Causes
There are causes for
Causes.
suffering.
suffering
Suffering is
causes
suffering.
cessation causes cessation.
So, how you say? Suffering?
Suffering
Causes suffering.
Okay, suffering.
Cessation of suffering, path to cessation causes cessation.
Good.
Result cause.
Good. That's correct? Yeah. Then, do you know how you just create the cause? How they go to relationship? Everybody knows? It's a little bit, right? Yeah, that's good. This is more study, okay? More study, more thinking. Four Noble Truths is very important. Last week I watched some documentary, Dalai Lama. The people write down to Introduction Buddhism. They say, refuge. They say, this is wrong. His Holiness say, this is wrong. Who did that? Then I think there's some teacher say, you have to think about it. It's not true. The Four Noble Truths is the main, first thing to introduction Buddhism. Is correct? Therefore, he said, this other, who did that? He's very shy. Of course, he told the public place, it's wrong. Like that, Yeah, usually we don't think, we think just, of course, refuge is, first we have to main thing understand. People have to understand. But really, the base of the Buddhism is the Four Noble Truths. You understand Four Noble Truths, they give you a lot of things, ideas. Therefore, it is a study. They have 16, what do you call? 16, what do you say? Yeah, 16 aspects. Do you guys know?
Four aspects.
Yeah, each has 4. There's 16. Then too long, right? Every has a lot of meaning that is difficult, but it's a very, each one has a 4. The 4 has 4, 16. Therefore, very important study a little bit. Even, we study here. It's we don't study, bring the big books, also Ngutojian, Omanjuba, ordinary classification, then Matimaga. We don't bring the books here, study that, but the same meaning is whatever we study here, same. Monasteries, they study the ordinary classification, 5 books, 5 great books. Then they don't study, they know this. We say small books. Small book means I'm mixing the small size book. The meaning is not small. The meaning is the same. But we study same kind. I think you guys have very good education. Also very senior students. You guys very what called easy education person, easy understand. Then one time maybe we can go to that debate with them.
So because of our self-cherishing attitude and self-grasping ignorance, then we come into face many problems.
다 데리가서 쇼로강 앞중 가서 받이 바스. 가상 앞쪽 나치 받이 가상 앞쪽 랍사인 바스.
And so here we start from the verse 53. We discuss about the 51 and 52, right?
오케이. 다 자고 시비링아 잡올라. 코비네서 나와 마치버. 레진 선차 토니 뷰제바. 단종고 집이 드습찬세. 다 송겨서 봐. 저거 납중 같이 받았다. 이마가니 납중 받아서 나서 봐. 또 없어야 되나 봐. 같이 40 51.
Verse 51, not 53. So reading page 83, the same book. This is O King of Spells, who torments the enemy, someone that vow breaker, who is destroying me and others, that savage called evil clinging, the enchanter, who brandishing the weapon of action runs uncontrollably through the jungle of psychic existence.
Okay, understand? So, is you are some worth, right? Then that shares Davos Zarachibi, Davo Mevasubi, that ring out not the Dane, Davo Mevaso, then do you this? Not in the Dane.
So, in order to overcome the enemies, there are many ways, people can use, many means and many different ways people can use to overcome the enemies. So one way is to chant the spellings, the mantras, the spells.
Yata Davo, that Mevasukan by Yanchi, Suzola, never than a Marshal, I chat the Yanchi, not in the Dane, not in the Dane, or that Pedo, the New York is.
And also they use some this kind of method of chanting the spells in order to not face problems or obstacles.
Then Nijega Gunni Lani, Ringa Dani, and it does 즉 샘제 파트와 즉 저거노 다 그래 다 샘제 바로 발아야 돼 샘제 젬발아 내가 마지에 답시 당하대 당도 제 초바에 되더라고 이제가 끝나는 제거이나
So here, when you say chanting the spells, it means like chanting the mantras, any kind of mantras. So the mantras, in order to, you recite the mantra in order to overcome that problem, in order to cast away the obstacles and so forth. So and so this is done, with the self-cherishing attitude, or with the thought, to bring benefit to oneself. But also you can do this, with the thought to benefit other sentient beings. So out of compassion, you can chant the mantras or spells, and think of helping others in that way.
다 니는 간도 다 자오 니 값게 자오 거마다 가르나 다 라치만 왜 젠젠데 아니 다 자오들 해서
And so, like it says here, so there's the ego clinging, the enchanter. So here, the enemy, that we want to overcome, is the ego clinging.
와 근데 인자 다도 좀 다도 되게 들어와 아니 고변에서 라와 버터 매버와 아니 단 손자 마부 소소고 릴라 다 너도 빼셔다 배나 손자 따네 다 로고요 또 세테네 만남이 받다 주대 그래서 다 다한테 되게 아니 랭이면 손자 마부 따네로 키는 되게 사다 고 빼라고 샤와이나
So it says here, the ego clinging, the enchanter, who brandishing the weapon of action, runs uncontrollably through this jungle of cyclic existence.
와 근데 단 손자한테 라오메방 거대게 드린 손자한테 파 다 근데 나한테 매워서 쏘나 다 나가는 나도 또 나가는 나야주디 다 제쯤만 비 제대로 해서 그런 거는 잡어대
And so the king of the spell here, it says the spell or the mantra, the king of the spells, who torment the enemy. So the king of the spell here, who torments the enemy is the self-grasping ignorance, right? Or the self-cherishing attitude. And so the one that can really overcome the self-cherishing attitude is the mind that cherishes others. Right? So the king of spell here is the mind that cherishes others, through reciting or meditating on which one can overcome the enemy of self-grasping or self-cherishing attitude.
와 대대 하고 살아 저서 고하라고 돼 고운데
So that makes sense, right? Understandable?
아니 간도 나 삼대가 로데 간도로 네 적으면 돼
So whether that mind, which is thinking about oneself all the time, is causing any harm to oneself or not, one should think that.
와 단도 짜치트비 부스치 말이 멤베 마치 끝낸 타부 송아래서 지금 뭐지
So sentient beings are caught in the the net of this self-grasping ignorance and self-cherishing attitude, and is wrapped by the gloom of the self-grasping ignorance.
아니 멤베 스바치 셔바라 등하든 지시면 봤네 다 토스데네 남에 받아 아니 등하 숨지 진심에 봐 내게 그래 내외 제초가 가나 다도 말이 받아래 송어래서
And so the sentient beings in the cycle existence, from the peak of existence all the way down to the hell without respite, go through the three types of sufferings, the three types of sufferings continuously.
understand correct right 그래서 당 한조 저 차상 징이 한조라 지금 자만과 차상 징이가 싸와대 라치바도 비친데 렌도야 레멘도가 다시 야보지는 한조 지금 로를 시작인도야
And so if we think of the self-cherishing attitude, whether it is the one that is causing all the problems to us, if we think about it, does it make sense to us or not?
와 라마치바나가 요와서 라니 진즈 그바 근지고 만남 진즈 이데 근지 시송아 요와서
And so just like it is said in the Guru Puja also, that cherishing oneself is the doorways to all the torments, and cherishing the mothers, mother sentient beings, is the foundation of all good qualities.
와 양까지 가로 다 먼저 란도메 제가 말했어. 동학이 젠다 집에 되니 제가 두 세트 가로 손지 쓰지 말.
저 라마 접잖아.
가로.
통화신데 마신저 봐. 이네 나신념이는 거기서.
시와란도 코나다 동원 가로. I don't know what the words that.
그 얘기는 켜버렸어.
Some verses I don't remember, I don't know where. Now I'm getting old. The memories come down. The one text say, the Shiva means, us, people. We always think about it for us.
Childish.
Church. We always think about it for us. Buddha
Oneself.
always think about others. Who is more happy now? You can check between them. Who's more happy? I think Buddha, right? I think so. I think so. Therefore, like that kind, we read many different texts, we heard many verses, then we have to also compare them together, also a little bit investigation, thinking. I think you guys are all scientists, right? The scientist is the, what we call, smart person this time. We said they don't believe whatever, what they cannot accept if they cannot prove. Correct? But, the Sandarambuchi, maybe some people heard, right? Yeah, Sandarambuchi. His holiness always, Karu. The Tamburambuchi and Sirila, Tatuba Yores. Siria Borsongres.
His Holiness always praises about the scientists.
Then Sandarambuchi is the front of His Holiness. Usually he doesn't believe the scientist. He said, I'm not believe scientist. I'm not scientist. Karo. Siripala and Sirila Ichimes, Siripala Ichimes.
So he says that he doesn't believe in science and he doesn't believe in scientists.
He's very smart. Then he said the scientist, maybe someone watch, maybe they punish us. They say scientists really, moderate, scientists moderate. Science, Siripati, moderate.
몽데스는 다저 맞아 다가 이제 쟁이들은 몽데스가.
다 이제 제샤가 간지 다 코티 치 드롭소 다 간지 moderate 마 드롭소 빼레 이노 가고 시 드롭소. 다 만드는 들어야나 그런 거 치 드롭소 빼 이노 가고 드롭소.
So Sandor Rinpoche said the scientists are blind-faith people. But that's what we normally don't say that way, right? They always investigate, about the things, and they only believe if they, can prove it.
아니 따때 엠바 그런 게 있다 치 드롭소 소리야 엠베 진짜 시에서 빼 나오시게 됐어.
그래서 그래.
다 가로 세리파티 다 국바 엠베 손로시.
되네.
다 갈라서 나 니마지 그런 세리바지 도와 인스. 엔 세리바디 잘라지 땡도 수고라. 잘라데 로니 똥 업자지 춤스 바데 그 그런 걸든 레시 자운도. 아니 레시 자와데니 쿠케제데 체랑가 하 고와 레다. 체랑라 미시가 럽쳐 이치지고 그 라바 게세테스. 아니 말마 체랑가 따제 제니 체랑가 하 고와 레다. 체랑가 미시가 럽주 이치지만 그 게자 파트이스. 아니 딱 누마 뎁든데 팅 메들게 따제 제니가 럽샤줘디 땅이 가래. 다 뎁들 딴 하고서 드리려고 그러스. 대나들 뭔데 세게스. 나오라고 그러스.
And so the reason why he said the scientists are blind-faithfed, are blind-faithfed people, is because he said he met one scientist one time, or somebody who claims himself as a scientist, and then he showed him a thing. The scientist showed a thing to Samdor Rinpoche, and told him that this is like 2,500 years old. And then Samdor Rinpoche asked him, did you really find it out yourself that it's 2,500 years old, or did you just believe because somebody said, this is 2,500 years old? And he said, yeah, because I saw a book where it says this is 2,500 years old. So that's a blind faith, So you didn't really find out yourself, You just believed in what somebody else said.
Now if you talk that like that, then we say, look like Buddhism also blind faith. Buddha told 2,500 years, say, self-cherishing is the enemy for our peace. Buddha said, but not like that. Buddha said, just finish that. Buddha said, we have to investigation. We have to check it's true or not. I'm not against scientists. I'm like that, but scientists is that today they found something. They say that's right. Then next year they fail. They found another one, right?
That's wrong.
That's wrong, right? This year we say, oh, you're wrong. It's not true. Oh, this is right. This is a complete investigation. Check many years, times, many different ways. Next year they fail. They didn't find them. What we call the thing on the Rame was.
So they haven't found the real, the depth of the story. Yeah.
Right, like that. Then now Buddhism, we can investigation how much we go deep. They make more sense. How much you study, how much you can say how much? How many? How much? How much you study, how much you investigation, how much you for the practice, they are more deep. Buddha really told 2005 years really go, but still we didn't find. Therefore, they have a lot of source. We have to lot to go. Therefore, anyway, now here, this is the level of all the Buddha's teachings, essence or the Buddha's teachings. Is correct? Essence. Is correct? Good. I can say broken walks. I can spell here something, spell here something. I can say different way. You guys just fix which one first, which one last. You have to when you translated for India language to Tibetan language, they say karo da teja da loger, da katu jesha da loger se. There's a ngi inji te chibaras. Kar chila war chila.
So like this, it's a forward translation and the reverse translation.
I think my one's a forward. Karo.
Reverse.
I think reverse translation. You guys have to fix. Therefore, then this is the essence of the Buddha's teaching. That words. There's a main thing is the subject is the enemy holding all different weapons, running samsara again and again. Correct?
Yes.
Therefore, now whose fight? Can we fight big guns? We can throw the ida bomb, nuclear weapon? No.
So the best way to overcome the enemy's self-grasping or self-cherishing attitude, is to cultivate, the mind that cherishes others. So the self-grasping ignorance and the self-cherishing attitude are the worst of the behaviors that human beings can have.
Okay? Today, now we always sleep with the worst person, always, right? Usually we don't want to go with worst person, but you real always go with worst person or worst being or worst human being. How do you say? I don't know.
Worst inner person?
Yeah, what you call it more?
Worst inner person?
Yeah, most inner person, I don't know. Kanji mudusab chandanga nyamdo do degere, nyamdo nye degere, nyamdo sa degere yore.
So, if you think of the self-cherishing attitude or self-grasping ignorance as a person, then they are the worst of the person. So we are, mingling with them all the time. We're eating with them, we're sleeping with them, we're associating, we're walking around with them all the time.
Tenda ta nganzo ge tende me duja da soyin ba nganzo ngo shi tawa enza dana de ta nyamdo mandawa te pa taris bicha ta to ta gores.
And so once we have found out, who is the bad person, then we should try to not, go together with those people, those kind of people. I mean, those attitudes, and try to see if we can push them away from us.
어디 단데 낼마 가르나 안에 셔당 다 고랑기 예담 도진 지실라야 다 물음 자도 다 로바 나로 지제 물음 제 감도 키 그래서
And so here it is now in the next verse, it's requesting the deity Yamantaka, to help, to overcome this self-grasping ignorance or self-cherishing attitude.
다 라진 푸든 주비 담용 쿡스 안에 쿠지 초 신지시 접지 답다니라 너 푸제 또비 골라 체섬 쳔스 다 쇼로카니 납중아니데.
And so the verse 52 is this, call him, wrathful Yamantaka, beat him, pierce the heart of the enemy, ego, roar and thunder on the head of the destroyer, false constructions, mortally strike at the heart of the butcher, the enemy ego.
You guys heard this before? Maybe not, right? What?
I haven't heard it like that.
When you go to the Tibetan monastery, the Dharmarakshita place, they do some like that kind of place. Dharmarakshita looks always rough, right? They shows inner compassion, shows outer rough face. Is correct? Inner compassion. A compassion shows outer rough. And the same thing yen devi said, nije de that karo. Nije yawan the jene trabu ko demarna.
So in order to benefit sentient beings, the Buddhas or the deities appear in the wrathful form out of great compassion.
And then also in Chawatse, then a tasa, then it's another one moment home to
So you see those deities, with the fangs exposed, right? And the blood dripping and so forth. Scary like that.
What is the ta around yen, chatan punjuge, sozoyan punjuge, yen punjuge the Sursana, and a tamyam sanata gare, tamsinyam samala, and the lama the homegi chiparang gadarana, that the loma the tamyam saying as la gores, Kanjita dusho to see the Kanjina, that made dushot. The Sursana. 다 다치면 비친 ranchi면 비친데 레드로와 ran다 제니가 punchung이 담념데 서나네 ranchi면 비친데 레스.
And also in the explanation, it talks about the one who has degenerated one's commitment. So among the people, and especially the one who has a relationship with one's guru, and then has broken his or her advices, and then that person has polluted, his vows or the commitments, and that has degenerated it by polluting it. So that kind of person is considered as the worst. So here, the one that pollutes one's vows or commitment, is the self-cherishing attitude and self-grasping ignorance.
다 간지 다 간도 미 나와드나 미 간갈 내가 지등들라 다 미 마르블라 그러was. 라다 신이가라 다 지금 그러 소수건 단 빼나 빼셔나 소수건 남이다 미신반 차단 내가 지등들라 간도 미 마르브지 그러was.
So somebody who causes harm to oneself and one's family and so forth is considered as a very bad person, right?
어디는 다 랑치바데 베친진데 라다 옌닝가 푸
So just like that, the self-cherishing attitude and self-grasping ignorance are the one that causes harm, to oneself and all others. This?
다 쉬나 코치나 근데 쇼라 그러고.
네.
다 대란다 남중아도다 되는 다 숨져 땜바다 숨질라 너와징이가 아니 다 된리가 땐다도다 아니 투용 투쇼스라 그래서 봐 남주치나 다 내라잖아다 빠지 된리가 라치바데 젠데데 당이 무슨 봐요 제록시다 당가는 무 그런 게 무슨 봐 제록시다 가는 무슨 봐 신jel랍도 하는 고쳐서 와서.
So it says, call him, wrathful Yamantaka. So the calling, wrathful Yamantaka, to calling him for his help, to and help you to recognize this the enemy, the self-cherishing attitude and self-grasping ignorance.
그러와 아니 쿠지다 쿠지 니 신제시는 나지라나 쿠지 니 봐서한테 다 쿠바는 말다 다다랑 무슨 말다 다다랑 무슨 말다 다다랑 콜라니부터 용 쇼세로 연락줘서
So, and there's the call him, there's twice, So usually whenever there's a word written like that, they always have a meaning, Why could you just say once, Why you have to say twice? It would be in vain to say it twice, right? And so there's a reason here. There's always reason, to call it twice. So first one, calling him to help you understand that. And then secondly, again, calling him again to make you understand it right now.
다양들 저 심해 잡아야나 아니 라진이가 분중에가 담임자서나 라치바드 첸데데레스 들리다 딱 거기서나 젠체바드 첸데데 수수절라 저거 깨와가 신은 신절라로 나스 대 깨와서도 말에 되기 다 아니 가서노 라치바드 첸데데 매워서지 접식 매워서 나서 대가 빠져 줘서 왔어.
And then same with the beat him, So, so again, that also has a meaning. Beat him, like destroy him, and then destroy him right now. So you are asking, calling Yamantaka, for help, and for help right now, to make you understand the self-cherishing attitude or the self-grasping ignorance is the real enemy. And then again, requesting him to beat him, like, destroy it. That means, beat him here means like, destroy it here. So destroy it right now, to to overcome that self-cherishing enemies, self-cherishing attitude, the enemy, and the self-grasping ignorance, the enemy.
Okay? This makes sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Your question?
Yes. Can we actually use this? Can we call? I mean, can we call upon? I don't know how to ask this, but reading this, do you recommend that we call upon Yamantaka for help with this, or we sense that we're in danger? Like we can identify, like in our daily lives. Oh, here comes that self-cherishing thought. I'm driving. Do you recommend? I'm driving and I'm thinking, oh, I want this beautiful thing, or however it manifests. Do you recommend that at that moment say whatever mantra like a wrathful mantra to shake ourselves up or cut that?
그렇소.
네, 랍초라. 그런 가져대 작성돼서 원도 주로도네. 대도 되는 것도 주도인데 대도 되는 거라고 당하되면은 직절로 소화답 되는지. 다들 뭔도 마주해서도. 다 잡아 말아야 되는 뭐는 담도 디그라스.
Yeah, that's good. You can put it that time.
Yeah, you can call for Yamantaka. Call
What's the mantra
Yamantaka.
for Yamantaka? I don't know it. Do we know it? Do we know that, or
Maybe you guys doesn't know.
I don't know it. I've never learned it.
Usually the some mantras you're not allowed to
Yeah.
recite without your any sessions. But usually, also I do more experience. The Buddha's terms, the tantra is very secret, just very fortunate people, and the mimana, the munishi tangale mama wala, paji mahayo sama tendela nango sara wasita, tak karo. Ngawang eme kapta wayna, sanga terwa. 타이나 다 대상가서 상가대 슈 다 톰라체 되어 왔어.
So in ancient time, the teachings of the Tantra was given to a very minimum people, those who have enough merit, or also usually said, in the group, which is not more than 25 people.
So also, those people can do really serious practice person. They can really use their power. Power, what's it? Power. During that time in the Tantra Sutras are completely different. The actions. The actions, Therefore, during that time, some people have, still right now also, people have the wrong view. You can see the many deities, some special deities, Even right now, if we talk to all the secret that you go to Google, you can find all the deities picture. All right? They're not secret. They were, we try to secret here that they leak some other place. The purpose they try to secret is also if not secret, then people have also wrong view. Wrong view. Therefore, we have to secret. Then we have to not allowed to also. The text says, you're not allowed to troll who has no faith and who has karo. Yes. Anyway.
Who has no faith?
Who has no faith and.
Madhapadam?
Madhavaniya karo. Madhavaniya nana mahamajashise karo. Madhavaniya ko chiyo jiti chiyo kala. Madhavaniya nana mahamajashise.
Madhapadam, my member, Mara.
Madhapa chirichi karo. Kaja mamato andrakashi. Anyway, you're not allowed to say people has no faith.
Explain.
Explain.
Not allowed to explain to those who have no faith.
No faith. Therefore, the Lord thinks in the purpose to secret is because so
one of the main reasons, to keep it secret is so that people doesn't lose faith.
Right. Because they have also, you're not allowed to, who is person not a rap,
and also, shouldn't be given, to those who are not ripened, in a sense, in that who are not, prepared or ready, to receive it. Yeah.
But I think right now, even you try to secret that they're not secret, you can find any place. If you want to say bad things, they can really find. I think special overuse here that they have faith. You guys are a little skilled to take the initiations, right? Oh, also, it's of course there are a lot of commandments. The main thing is try to best, not intentionally at all.
So not doing it intentionally is important.
Right. Therefore, anyway, Yamantaka is, maybe you guys, the senior ones know that the Yamantaka mantra is the Karo. Shriti Uttana no Hompe. Shriti Uttana no Hompe. It's okay. Even the text more time to you learn this.
Or the shorter one is Om Yamantaka Hompe.
Yeah. The power is, I really told a couple times, and I think this is Indian and Tibetan, one Tantra college. We have, our tradition, we have 3 grand monasteries and 2 Tantra different colleges. 2 Tantra colleges, they study most Tantras. The one Tantra college, the one Geshe, he always recite the Yamataka and mantra. He practices Yamataka. Even the other monks recite the Guru Samaja.
Guru
Samaja. But he said, even other people say another matter that he never follow them. He always, going, walking, whatever do he do, the mantra. Then it's long term. He studies, he recite the mantra. then he becomes very powerful. Even he looked at the dogs, dogs become
Scared.
scared, they run away. Then even the people look him, he's something special person. We don't, some what's unusual with the girl. Then because I don't know how can I explain. Kandi the Shambadu Nijego Kulum men it today now Damayana young Tako Karo the Lokno and Karota Shawa Lojo Shando or the young girls.
So these mantras, they are so powerful that when you recite it, it can change your appearance also. So make people look, you make you look like a very fearful or very scary person, so that others, when they see you, they will be scared of you. And this is the effect. This is one of the effects, when it's done, not with the motivation of bodhicitta. So if you don't do it, with the motivation or an attitude of loving kindness and compassion, then that could be some kind of the effect of reciting those kind of very powerful, wrathful mantras.
Yeah, it's very important to also compassion, loving kindness, whatever you do practice. The mantras are very power, big power. If you do recite the mantras, you have fed the deity. If someone has some was a wound, and any medicine, Tibetan medicine, Western medicine cannot cure. The person who has recited the mantra and fed the deity, also good practice the deity, they can do they
Blow.
they do blow. What's that?
Blow.
Blow. They blow. We can see many. This will happen in Tibetan place, But here maybe we cannot people blow. They say, what are you doing? Right? He said, you make me, I have to go hospital, you give me the disease. Right? Like that, very powerful. When my teacher Geshe Tenley, he was passed away a couple of years, not long term, maybe 6-7 years. Now he's what we call reincarnation also already they found. When people got sick, then people when I have some problem that something he had something not good anyway medicines, then people go to ask the Germoshe, can you give so what we call blue blessing.
Bless.
Then he reads the Oman Pemeo. He said, Oman Pemeo, tomorrow gone. But the students, they think Oman Pemeo look like a very small mantra. Everybody can know. Then some students say, Kela, maybe you can do some another mantra. If you do, maybe it's not too very loud. Oman Pemeo is very, how you call it? It's looks public that everybody can know Oman Pemeo. Looks nothing much power. Then the students say, you can maybe, Kela, maybe you can do another mantra, also maybe a little bit slowly. The students want to also Karota and Jitichidoro. Gegenich Karota, Niba Mandawajmato, Tamani, Tomba Chubo Maima, Minda, Niba Shimbaji Tangewano, that get to the Tenyu Doros.
So the students wants to show other people that their teacher has a great power, just to show off, just to show that he has such a power. Then they requested him to maybe do some other mantras, some other unknown, more special or unknown mantras, not known to the people, and also not to recite it too loud, so that they will not understand it.
He said, Omanpo, everybody Omanpo know, right? Then he said, oh, poor guy, Oman Pemo's compassion is nothing powerful, nothing, Karo, maneli, shunop cheji, and Tawani Yomarta, Songoles again.
And then Geshe used to say that you poor fellow, you don't know this, but that's more powerful than Oman Pemeo.
Right? Therefore, he just do Oman Pemeo, say, all, some, we have sometimes especially, wounds, right? It's not very serious, but they not crude any medicines, always bother us. Sometimes people have problem with the ear, Like that, if you have very strong faith, do mantra, it was powerful. Then without faith, without understanding anything, just recite. It's also no benefit, but not like that much power. Therefore, why we have to talk about this? This is
There's
Yamantaka
a
mantra.
difference
Sorry.
between the wrathful aspect, like Yamataka is the wrathful aspect of Manushri, right?
yeah.
So is there a benefit to sort of latching on to the wrathful aspect as opposed to the peaceful aspect?
Of course.
Of course. So it's
Of course.
better to go with Yamataka than Manushri if you, even though they're the same God?
Now for us, it's same. They show purpose, different aspect. Is
Right.
the benefit, another, benefit. Also, sometimes, also rough was more benefit. People think some rough or deity I practice, maybe I'm the more powerful. Then they do more, what I call, effort. Like that also power, like there's many different benefits. Also, the purpose to show the raffo is that some sentient beings is necessary need to show the raffo.
So it's more powerful.
We are more powerful because people also more scared, right?
Yeah.
Some, same as us, people, some people we can talk very nicely, they can listen, they can understand. Some people are very, very strict, right? Therefore, maybe strict was more powerful, right? Little wire, little bit scared, Like there are many different meanings. The kada semche soso, semche ger takaro, semche ger soso la tembe ta tende no amata yongwa was.
So yeah, it depends on the individuals. For some, Manjushri is better, the peaceful aspect. And then for some, Yamantaka is better, the wrathful aspect. So it depends on the individuals. It's not like one is better than other for everybody. It's not like that.
그래서 간도 딱 시찬인 내 타르는데 도르는 다 랍시 말했어. 딱 게소소라다 내려 강사 소소라다.
So it depends on the individuals. Right? So in general, you can't say this is good or that is good.
또 근데 이다 당도 데이팅 다마다 마모셔라 요르스 간지 마모 그러와 간지 강사 게소소 그 냠렘 발라테니 다 근데 나니 말아 용거 요르스.
So there are many different aspects of the deities. They come. They can be all same Buddha, but coming in different form of the deity in order to benefit different kind of beings.
근데 다 인지 매직 지제도 다 근데 인지 매직 냠레 제거하게 요요 말스로 인지 매직.
So you don't have to do the practice of the Yamantaka. There are many other deities. So whichever you feel more connected to, then you can do the practice of that deity, and that will be sufficient, for you to achieve enlightenment.
Okay, not much talk here. What tendri imbada ta gardana, ani rang chebande be chenza de, ani rang da jeniga ta punchuki mewa songe de res. Tendri da ta, ani ta yedam dojin jije chiranga nga, ani shinji alabala tenne, kanji, 다 랑치바데 베친데 메와 소로 치스 테 메와 소야기 아니 라차 아니 샴니지 샹조고 셈게 jelان 조고 째와 소로 치스 디기 에다 니발라 테네 아니 다 가로 샴바데 니제 니발라 테네 아니 제 랑치바데 베친데 메와 마르 젠치바데 베친데 아니 수수 jelان 조고 째기 신jel라로 나서야로와 아니 디기 젠치바데 베친데 니발라 테네
And so, requesting Yamantaka to help you, to overcome this enemy, which is a self-cherishing attitude. Right? So, self-cherishing attitude is the one that cause harm to oneself and others. And so, you make a request, to Yamantaka, to bless you or to help you to destroy that self-cherishing attitude, and in order to destroy that, so you request him to help you to generate, the weapon the weapon to destroy that enemy, the loving kindness and compassion. Yeah? And so requesting Yamataka to help you to be able to generate loving kindness and compassion in your mind, through which so you can destroy the enemy, the self-cherishing attitude.
그래서 딱 가서 남비 냠래 말을 제가 옛날 배나 예담 도진 지지 냠래 징이 뭐 있나 아니 수수 개개인데 다 예담 주제 다 끊기라고 가지 삼고 그래서.
And so if you are a practitioner of the Tantra, a tantric practitioner, practicing on the basis of the deity Yamantaka, then whoever you have received the Yamantaka initiation or the commentaries from that guru, so you should see that guru as a Yamantaka, actual Yamantaka.
어떤 데 닦고 냠래 시다 가가래 대마도 개개세대 수대 때 마사자 야매다가 도다샤잖아 아니 가지나 또 받게 매버려서.
And so you should see the Yamantaka, and your guru as one. Yeah? So if you see them as a different, or even like worse, if you see Yamantaka higher than the guru, and the guru somewhere low, then you will never be able to generate the realization.
다 간조 드네다 간제 거는 수수 대화요새 라마들라 간제 녜jel라 아니 예쯤한테 진짜가 로데 아니 깨와 나로 나가서 땅도 신지라 보고 가서 다 물대자고 그래서 그래야 돼.
So Yamantaka is one deity that you can pray to, or request for a blessing, to be able to generate that mind which cherishes others, right, more than oneself. But you can also pray that same thing. You can pray to your guru. So the guru that you have faith in, you are the guru that you are very strongly devoted in. And to that guru, you can also make the same request, to bless you to be able to generate that mind, the self, the mind that cherishes others, to overcome the self-cherishing attitude.
간제 수수 개개는 로종 쳐발았더니 수수질라지 단대 지나 야보여 말했는데 롱고 말해 삼성 로르잖아 다 tel라 개개 신질 없애라고 그래서.
And then through studying from the teacher, right, from the study through the teacher, so teacher gives you the lesson, and then you study about that, and then after that you generate this mind, thinking, oh yes, I should have self-cherishing, and I should have the mind that cherishes others. I should not have self-cherishing attitude, and then with that, then you are determined, to have the mind that cherishes others more than oneself. And then when you have that, that's the blessing of the guru. So that is how you receive the blessing. There's no way like you can be given just like giving a glass of water to you.
옛날야 수수고 지 삼모단 삼발아야지 수수 개개다 산제도 뭐 예매다네 되는 마지 아니 도수 까보 마보 되는 남바 수수질 마 용네 수수링아에서 좀 다송선 삼바였나 야 대양 팽기오레스.
And also you can visualize your guru as the deity, and then from the guru deity, imagine the nectars and the lights flowing down, and then entering into your body, and that way washing away all the stains, all the the negativities, all the obstructions, and so forth. So if you can think like that, that will also benefit. So by doing that, one can generate bliss in one's mind. So in that sense, so whether there is a whether the blessings of the guru is great or not doesn't depend on the guru. It depends on oneself.
아니 수수 대화 요새가 라마데 산지 나지 따와나 산지 나지 실험 중이래서 아니 담아봐 다 텔레텔 마잖아 텔레마 간지 수수다 잔님 집어지면 나네 실험객은 좀 말했어.
So it depends on how you see your guru, so it doesn't matter who the guru is, whether the guru is Buddha or not, doesn't matter. But if you see the guru as the Buddha, even though he or she is not Buddha, but if you see him or her as a Buddha, then you receive the blessings of the Buddha. And if you see him or her lower than yourself, and lower than yourself, or something like nobody or nothing, then that's even worse. Like then you get really bad negative karma. And then if you see him or her as equal to oneself, then you don't get any blessings at all.
그리고 그래서 개개 마치면 내랑 간도 따지 제가 못 차야래서 따지 제조. 대지 개개 때 좀 참말라 아니 간도 딱 그럼 문도 졸라다 따야요 말이더라고.
And so it is very important, to check about the guru. So before you, take somebody as your guru, it is important to check about that person and to see whether you'll be able to see that person as a Buddha or not. So someone you will be able to see as a Buddha, then you can take that person as a guru. So at the beginning you have the freedom, to choose to take somebody as your guru or not. But once you have taken, then you have no more freedom. You are stuck. You are stuck to see him or her as a Buddha. So if you don't see, then that's negative karma. So if you see in a bad way, that's a negative karma. If you see in a good way, that's a positive karma. So once you have taken somebody as your guru, then you should be very careful.
딱 가서 산지 따마도 따마도나 간지만지 딱 강라와데 냥이 사마로시 간지 야가지면 누가 나가 말해서만 너 간지 드리지 상고 그래서.
So in order to have the realization of guru devotion, right? So the guru devotion, is the first of all the realizations. So from that, then comes all the realizations, right? Without that, there's no realization will come. And the guru devotion, the realization of the guru devotion comes only through seeing the guru as a Buddha, right? So if you don't see him, or her as a Buddha, then you will not have that realization. So, of course, it's not that you have to see, but if you don't see, then there will be no realization. So it's up to you now to see or not.
근데 이제 간지 만지 경영은 따와는 가지고 강하게 가는 경통을 했어.
And so, yeah, I mean, at the very least, you can say, okay, whatever he says or she says, I will try to do that. So even though you're not able to see, and so what is worse, would be if you see, him see faults in him or her, right? Then that will generate a negative thoughts about the guru. Then that's really bad.
I'm not talking about you have to see me. Guru or Buddha, okay? But general. I think quality chamber. Me chundra nasanji taos lag mesro.
I thought Geshe killing to not tower.
The shidang that take
Geshe said you don't have to see him as a guru. I mean, as a Buddha. But I said, if you take him as your guru, then you must see him as a Buddha. Pressure.
Anyway, guru devotion is also very important. Then like that. Anyway, here the text say we can we all pray for our gurus. Please keep blessing my mind to more develop for thinking others. Subdue more our self-cherishing mind. Like that? Does it make sense? Make sense?
That's the matrix to liberation.
Yeah. Then we study, we taught best. Okay, then any questions? Yeah.
I think it's in 53.
I'm not 53.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, in verse 52, sorry.
Okay.
There's two words there that says false construction. Thunder on the head of the destroyer, false construction. Could you talk a little bit about what that false construction is? Page 85?
봉주 똑배. 고라.
봉주 똑배인 거.
고라 챔스잖아. 똑배 봉주 똑배자. 똑바세요.
봉주 똑바는데 또 봉주 똑바서 가느라 라치마서 베친들 나그랬어.
So it's also referring to the self-cherishing attitude.
Yeah. 가나 나도 봉화시 그래. 나도 매화 성인데 소리 똑바 가래 라치마서 베친들 들이. 다때 매화 소로지. 때 매화 소로지 되라 그래. 그래. 로아 펠라 트럭 트베트지. 간지 농 트베트지. 되니 똑바때 아니 매화 소로지 되라 그래.
봉주 똑배 고라 챔스래.
그런데도 Ranchiba Chindeji, Tobangamba Tingola, Trutubi Tiji, James and James Cardinata, Meosrochi, and what?
So here the construction, I think, is also same as the conception, right? You knew that, right? Yeah, yeah. So so that's the conception. When we talk about the conception, is the mind, right? It's the mind. So the false mind, is the mind that cherishes oneself. So that's what it's talking about. So this is again self-cherishing attitude. So it's different term used for that, and so again requesting to destroy that the self-cherishing or the false construction.
Budget was then the Ranchiban to be changed to Toba Hipa. Then he Shiba.
So that conception is the mind. Conception is the mind, and the self-cherishing attitude is also mind, right? So this conception here is the false conception here is referring to the self-cherishing attitude. So requesting Yamantaka to destroy that.
Pechana Tindig Toba Zuna Ochivana Pena, that's Samjenda Ochi. Pazukovaina, Kondela Ashane, that Tega Nilapa Drugsune, that Meosrochi and Vorepa Karuta.
And so it says here, strike. So if, the moral is stuck at the heart of the butcher, the enemy, the ego, right? So that you leave it there, and like a person, they are in front of you, and then you strike it, with the weapon, to the heart of that, self-cherishing attitude or self-grasping ignorance, the ego.
Manzu Shamba to do Semje Sayati, that's Semje Sitchin and Ganji tell truth and Chini Ganju, Taco Sasha your boss. Or Petenaji Chini, Ta Petelajanta, Ranchiba de Chinzen Days, and the Jenchiba de Chinzen Tiga, Tap Pameosrochi, Selgorita, Meosokuris and
So just like the butchers slaughter the animal in many different ways, just somebody just chopping his head, or sometime hitting the head with the hammer. So like just hit on the hammer and then it dies right away. Some by striking at the heart. If you just pierce the knife right at the heart, it dies right away. Like that, So there are many different ways they kill or slaughter the animals. So this is an example of showing the example like that. So here the animal is the self-cherishing attitude. So you strike at the heart of that self-cherishing attitude.
And Tepa Meosongedi, that Jenchiba de Chinzer was.
And so that the mind, that destroys the self-cherishing attitude is the mind that cherishes others.
Then the Nye Jelas, you big Ranchiba de Chinzer Topa Punje Te Mebaswag, Jenchiba de Chinzen Te Jenny, Tiga Comel Sword.
So here you're requesting to bless you to be able to generate the mind that cherishes others through which you can destroy the self-cherishing attitude.
Okay? You understand? Ranchiba de Chinzer Capte, the Yedamana de Jenchiba de Chinzer was.
So the very best weapon to destroy the self-cherishing attitude is the mind that cherishes others, right? As we all have the self-cherishing attitude, as ordinary being, we all have the self-cherishing attitude, right? So to destroy that self-cherishing attitude, we request Yamantaka to grant us the weapon, the mind that cherishes others. And so by generating that mind which cherishes others, may I be able to overcome the self-cherishing attitude.
Okay? Then, yes?
I have a question about the Guru devotion thought of when you do deity practice. So, for instance, if you then do Vajrasattva practice where you visualize Vajrasattva, is it better than to visualize your Guru in the aspect of Vajrasattva? Because, there are so many practices with the different deities that you visualize. So, I kind of want to figure out in Guru devotion, is that then how one does the practice?
도지sem바 냠레제네. 도지sem바 곰데체도네. 데는 도지sem바 곰도게는 도지sem바디 랑기 자자라마데 도지sem바 넘버라 샤워레스는 데네 삼로탄에 야가브레사. 다신이 된소 곰도게네. 데네체는
가지는 저 가지 rangi tawe lama da doje sambani ngo yemen da hoji ta sam ta gore
There's some number of some degree.
doje number ta dio was
Yeah, you can think about that. You can think of your guru in the aspect of Vajrasattva. So in reality, in reality, that's your guru, but I mean appearing in the aspect, in the appearance, of Vajrasattva like that.
okay okay oh yeah
A clarification, like on this paragraph, asking a deity for help. And we talked about it a long time ago, like at the end of the Tara Puja, we asked Tara for many things. The Buddha, I think, taught that he couldn't wash away obscurations with water. That when it comes to getting yourself from here to enlightenment, it's your job. But then we come to some of these prayers where you're asking deities. It seems sometimes like you're asking the deity to do something the Buddha said he couldn't do.
Yeah.
Okay. What precisely, when we ask for help, what precisely are we asking for? And it gets a little worse because some of us were raised in a tradition where you make an offering, you ask for help, whoever you make the offering to goes and talks to God. No, seriously. Is Walter here? This is not a joke. This is the largest religion on earth teaches this. God either says yes or no. If it's yes, you're okay. If it's not, you come back tomorrow and light another candle. And some of this seems like that, but the Buddha said he couldn't do that. He's not God. He can't do this. But sometimes it seems like we're asking for things like that. Is that making sense?
Yes.
In my mind it's clouded from, my prior religious training in a different religion.
하고서
chance ya oi ko
상에 게 저랑 게 되거든 저랑 추 투투 말했어. 순구 알았어. 내가 되는 거 저러 직절라 되네. 소화답제 대처로 순구 알았어. 됐지. 근데 이 팽겨라 건조기 출로라 건조기 대기다 건조기 대기다 시작이 룩수기 출로잖아. 안 저랑 되네 상에 건조 되네 다 이슈 있을 수 있다. 건조를 하 통행 계전에 때는 다 이슈도 오지어서 다 가서 라마도 오지어서 라마들 부어 푸바는 되게 되네 되네 코랑들 할라 되네 소다 그래서 저랑도 되게 저랑 되네 난그래 되게 승그래서 다 계속 마대원은 다 사니 초양 이제 되네 저랑 주면 마음서 푸시 되네 저랑 상반은 가서 두바치기는 있었다 라그래서 되네 안데 더더 차기도 때 초진의 상계에 가서 여기 되게 버투투가 말씀 걸었어 나는 초니네 가라서 상계기 상계라 되네 되네 나오나서 슈거스 컨데레스
That's a good question.
It sounds a lot better in Tibetan.
I don't know the answer.
Thank you, Buddha give for us many different kind of teachings too. So
in order to help us or lead us on the path, Buddha has used many different methods.
And the Tenri Ganzo Mayawada Kandeta Linga Yasamje Drawate Daya Chedata Sanjing to Tapimabo Nayo.
And so he has shown us many different ways to help us purify our negativities, our negative karmas created through our body, speech, and mind.
Tenri in the Ta Suzu Ladan, who Yedam da Lama, Ngoyeme the Tani, and a Suzu Karamunam Javayana, Suzu Sonam Somabusagores.
So by making prayers, so when you make a prayers, you make offerings, right? You say prayers like praises, right? You say praises, good thing about somebody, so you make happy with others. But when you say good thing to the Buddha, then you create merit. By making offerings, you create merit. By making a request, by praying, but you create the merit. You create merit. Yes.
Ota Suzu Sonam Sada. So
with that merit, then you will be able to achieve what you're asking for. Right? So you'll be able to purify the negative karmas, right, with that merit. Not just by saying, oh, Buddha said do this and then Buddha will do for you. That's not possible. Just like Buddha said. Same here when you pray to Yamantaka, when you make prostration, you say praises and so forth. By doing that, you're creating merit. You're accumulating merit. Yes. Yeah.
So it's the merit with the karma.
That's
Lisa?
right. Yes. Yeah.
텐디게 대백에 끝나는데 텐디게 다 물음 잡아야나 다 소소고 소는 뭐 솔라보시 사연다 다 소소를 펜도고 요래서 간지.
And so, especially if you do it with the mind, cherishing about others, concern about, thinking about others, right? And with that mind, if you make a prayers, then just with that mind, of course, you're creating merit, and then with the prayers, you're creating merit. So with that merit, then you can, achieve what you want. That's right. Yeah.
So we are like that. We create the negative karma also mind, body, speech. If you pray, mind, body, speech. You hard working, pray, thinking, all come together. They shows not contradiction. They show the Yamataka cannot taking, cannot help. But you pray for Yamataka, you create the name positive karma, then they purify you negative karmas. You create more merit. If you have more merit, then no one can harm you. Buddha said, "Sonam debe mi samana yandrums."
대점 말다 상계라서 봐 슈바이나 상계에서 송바이나 때 송바된 가지고 제와는 때는 가지고 제와되는 벤도로 알아.
Yeah. Also, whatever Buddha say, we follow the Buddha's advice. Whatever we do that, we ta sanji katsuwanza, anything on to yang karo ta sonam sola bache zogores.
So when you pray to the Buddha, right? What Buddha does is show you the path, but you are the one who have to do that, right? So because through the Buddha's advice, Buddha shows you the path, and then you walk on the path, and then you can achieve those realizations and then freedom and so forth, right? So what Buddha does by you making a request is he shows you the path. if you won a lottery, $1 million. Not me, not me, but not me, but your son will benefit that, right?
And his daughter.
Your son and daughter. Let's say your son and daughter, right? But you're the one who's having who's achieving the money, right? That also helps, that. But your son will receive the benefit also. So just like that, So even though you're the one who's doing it, but your son also receives the benefit. So because of your connection, it's not because because it's not because you pray for him, because you have the connection with him, right? It's not going to benefit me, I'm sure, as much as it benefits your son, right? Because the connection, right? Because of the connection. So it's similar. The karma is similar there, like that.
Okay. Okay.
Real quick, just to be clear, if a person with a pure heart in another tradition lights candles and prays to an enlightened being in another tradition, certainly that generates merit, yes?
Of course.
다 소속이 록속이 다 줄로 시행지기라 줄로 시행기 라마레 상게 찍라 아니 소소 줄로 시행지기 미기 아니 다 저거부 다 연합부 되는 저거는 뒤사람 사이라서.
Of course. When the Holiness, always sometimes he give the refuge or ask people to take the bodhicitta vows. Then he says that you no need to think about Buddha. Whatever you pray, believe the God, whatever. You think about the Guru. that's somebody will tell you something.
말다 배는 낭바지기 이슈라 양라푸바다. 야면은 이슈처럼 켈링이 지기라 상계라 양라푸바이나 손음 치고 손음 사기를 했어. 이슈처 지기 상계라 양라푸바이나 손음 사기를 했어.
Yeah.
아니 배는 낭바지기 때문에 이슈라 양라푸바이나 손음 사기를 했어.
That's the if you have great motivation, if you are Buddhism, you often for the God, Jesus, or candlelight, it makes merit. If you are Christian, if you have great motivation, you don't need to say exactly, if you Buddhism, you not exactly think, God is the same as Buddha, but you say great person, great holy being, pray for, or it's of course make merit. If you are, Christian, another thing, you can offer for candle for Buddha. You don't need to think about it's Buddha. This holy being. Therefore, I'm going to offer him. Of course, you can merit. Also, motivation is very important. Okay. Thank you. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. Okay, you can do a little short. She will teach you.
You want it fast?
Yeah, a little short. Oh, you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Sashi Poki Jushi.
From my two collections, fastest space that I have amassed from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds' wisdom eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my life's manuscripts. May I find the best complete greater path of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhists by teaching. Use a skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion. Practice the minds of all beings, with the points of the path as I have discerned them. May I uphold Buddhist teachings for a very long time, with my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread or once spread have declined. May I reveal this treasure of happiness in aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddhist deeds be nourished for a long time. By even this great course to enlightenment completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhists and their children, may all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent path never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path praised by the Buddhists. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread it. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, may Lord Tenzin Gyatso Shenrezig remain in life till samsara zen. Page 49. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading manuscripts, who masterfully accomplishes magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. And page 57. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having gained Buddha's state, place each and every sentient being without exception in precious supreme Bodhi mind, may it wear unborn
Thank you very much, Geshe. We're really fortunate to have you as a teacher. Thank you. Announcements, I have a kind of a list. We just started the month of Sakadawa. It is a very auspicious merit multiplying month, and so there's a lot of wonderful activities that we're going to have. We are going to have on June 13th, you folks must have seen the, or in the newsletter it's been there, we have the interfaith celebration starting at 6:30 until 9 o'clock. We have the invitations have been sent out to a lot of